cute little cones filled with delicious homemade marshmallow.
Let's see what's cooking. It's time for yoyomax12.
Hello everyone. Starting off with a small bowl and a 1/2 cup of cold water. Sprinkle on top of that 4.5 teaspoons of powdered unflavored gelatin. And then just let that sit until the gelatin has absorbed all the water, about 5 minutes. Now in a mixer, you'll place a 1/4 cup of white corn syrup. To that you will add your gelatin water mixture. You're going to put this in the microwave for about a minute until the gelatin is dissolved and it's become liquid again. Pour it into the corn syrup and put this on low speed with the whisk attachment and just let it go while we do the next part of the recipe. In a medium-sized saucepan, place 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar, a 1/4 cup of water, and a 1/4 cup of white corn syrup. And you're going to heat this over medium-high heat, stirring continuously until it starts to boil. Once it starts to boil, you can just stir it every once in a while, and you want to cook it until it reaches 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it reaches that temperature, take it off the heat and very slowly drizzle it into the bowl that is mixing up your gelatin and corn syrup. Once it's all poured in, put it on medium, beat it for 5 minutes, turn it up to medium-high, beat it for an additional 5 minutes. And as you see, it'll get all white and fluffy. During the last minute of the beating time, add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract and food coloring if you want to add it, and if you wanted pink marshmallows or whatever other color you want. After the beating time is completed, you put some of it into a piping bag. I used a 1M tip. And then I just filled up these miniature ice cream cones that I found at the grocery store. If you want the big cones, you can do those as well, but I just find that's a lot of marshmallow. And then sprinkle on some sprinkles if you'd like to make them look like little ice cream cones with decorations. And then you're going to let those cones sit at room temperature for about 6 to 8 hours to let the marshmallows cure and harden. Now, if you have any leftovers that you don't want to make all cones with, you just have to put them in a greased pan and then sprinkle some cornstarch powdered sugar over top and then cut them into squares when they're set. I'll give you some instructions in the description box if you want to do that method. And here are the completed cones. They are adorable and they really look like little soft served ice cream cones. The marshmallows stay just as they are. They stay nice and shiny like that. After about 6 to 8 hours, they won't be quite as sticky to the touch, and you just have to store them in a covered container at room temperature. The only drawback to these is the cones soften just a little after they sit overnight, so they're not super crunchy, but they still are delicious. And as you can see, the marshmallow goes right to the bottom of the cone. And these make a great little treat, even as a birthday party treat or as a special dessert for some kids. Hope you give these a try. Now this recipe makes a lot of marshmallow and you may not want to make that many cones or may not need that many cones. So what I would suggest you could do with the excess marshmallow mixture is make these Nutella filled marshmallows. These are absolutely delicious. And if you want to see this recipe, you just have to click on your screen.